Right there saying, good morning. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire, what things soever you desire. Now, did it say need? Did that say need? No, that didn't say need. Matthew chapter 6 talks about need. That your Father know what you need before He provides your need. Here it's talking about desire. What is your desire for your life? Now, it is very important that my desire lines up with God's will, because God is not obligated to give me anything that I desire outside of His will for my life. Which means then I need to know the will before I ask for what I desire. I need to know the will of God for me. So when life speaks negatively to me from the news, I need to know the will of God for me. Yes, it's rough, but God is faithful. David said, I'm young and now I'm old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So I'm going to change that, and I'm going to put my own name in that. I'm Milton, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. God will supply all my need. Now, I can tell myself that just as easy as I can tell myself I ain't going to make it. I don't know how I'm going to make it. You don't. And so I tell myself over and over again, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. You don't know what you're going to do. Couldn't you just as easily say, God, give me wisdom so I'll know what to do? Instead of, I don't know what I'm going to do. 24 hours a day, you're telling yourself, I don't know what I'm going to do. And by the time we get to you, you hanging out the window, talking about I'm about to jump. Look at somebody, tell them, don't jump. Putting on a mask, talking about I'm going to the bank to make a withdrawal. What things soever you desire when you pray, he says, believe that you what? Receive them. Believe that you, what things soever you desire when you pray, whatever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them. Closing, watch this. Paul says to the Romans in chapter 11, because words produce faith. Words cause me to believe and take action. So what I have to understand is when I say stuff, then Romans 11:1 goes into effect for me. He says, by faith, which is a result of words that you said out of your own mouth, whether it's the word of God, or whether it's the word of your doctor, or whether it's the word of economist, by faith, it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for. I said, faith is the substance of what I expect. Well, what did you expect? You can only expect what you said. You cannot look forward to something that you didn't say. You never declared it, so how can God bring it to pass? You never declared it. You never said it. The only thing you said was, I ain't going to make it. I think this breast cancer is going to kill me. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Look what it says. Next verse says, through faith we understand that the world was framed by the word of God. Through faith, watch this, the world was framed by the word of God. Now, first of all, it's the substance of things hoped for. Then secondly, it's the evidence of things what? not seen. Then he turns around and said, now through faith we understand that the world was framed by the word. So that things that are seen now were not made by things that do appear. So actually the things that are seen now were made by something that was not seen before. What I see came as a result of what I said. So the substance came into existence when you know you're his child, you walk like you're walking with the grace of God. Which means you're walking knowing that you have favor. Look at somebody and tell them, you got favor. You got to act like you got favor. When you wake up in the morning, act like you got favor. So no matter what society do or don't do for you, or no matter what the news says, no matter what the economy is, it don't make any difference. Yes, that's a fact, but let me tell you the truth. I want to know what does God say about my life? God says about my, watch this. He says, I know the thoughts that I think toward you, thoughts of good, not of evil. The reason I think the way that I think about you is because this is crazy. I have already prepared a hope and a future for you. Listen, your expected end is waiting on you. You fooling around there with your thoughts and struggling with the result of them because you painted a picture for your life on the canvas of your heart, and you don't even know that I've already changed your life before you ever got started, but you are all the way back here. You dealing with stuff you said because you didn't know what I said. You let somebody else tell you who you were. Let me tell you about favor. Favor will hunt you down. I wish I had help. Favor is like the FBI. We always get our man. You're running from it and it's running to you. I'm running from grace by my words, but God is trying to bless me anyhow. That's the reason why some folk just show up in your life. Jesus, they just show up. That's why some opportunities just show. I'm afraid to try this, but it showed up. I'm going to have to change what I say. Because if the stuff I've been saying ain't what I want, then I need to say something else. Stand up on your feet.
Thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. When visiting the Pasadena area, we invite you to join us for our Sunday morning worship services, both at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. We're located at 1497 North Hill Avenue in Pasadena, California. Also, visit us on the web at vbcpasadena.org and see how we are building lives to walk in purpose, power, and victory. Until next time, God bless you.